my girlfriend challenged me in Dreamlight Valley. Today we're going to build a park. What kind of park? I forgot to ask, but as usual, we build, you judge. Allez up! So we're going to build a park today, and I'm very happy about it because finally I can remove this disgrace of an orchard and I can make something cool instead. I hope I will succeed. This time I really wanted to build something nice, using everything I learned, how to use colors, paths and repetition as decor elements. But this time the gods of engineering weren't on my side. The camera went out of focus and after a long time I needed to move the whole build to the right and I managed to mess it up. I wasn't crying, it was just raining inside the apartment, above my face, while I was cutting onions at my computer. Okay, bushes and trees are organized. Now to the decor elements, but before that, so here are the first clusters of bushes, so that it would be easy to run around them and just collect everything. I put this dragon fruit or whatever tree here. There's a road now into this druid sanctuary, so this one is now officially attached to the rest of the design. There is another bush cluster and here are the fruit trees, maybe a little bit faster would be okay. So I placed all the fruit trees around this little lake-like stuff. My absolute favorite part is the 3 dragon trees over there because I think these just look amazing like this in this arrangement. And thanks to the dream snaps, I had enough moonstones to purchase the river building kit. I just absolutely love it, so I could make this watery area right next to or around this central tree, as if this was in the middle of a small lake or something. Originally I wanted to place a proper bridge here, but it turned out that there is no bridge element I could use and there is no bridge element I could use in the whole game. But this is my favorite part, this little, let's call it lake now, around the dragon fruit tree and these 3 dragon fruit trees. This took horribly long. When I asked my girlfriend what time it is, she was just like, you don't want to know it, so it took way longer than I wanted. And it's just half ready. Now to the smaller decor elements. Oh boy. Did I say that the trees and bushes were organized? I needed to rearrange almost everything. Let's have another sneak peek in the other valley and let's hope to the end result. Finally it doesn't rain anymore, so I can finally show my build. I've been waiting for 2 days for this one. So here is the big entrance, where you can see those big trees, and here is an arch or archway of trees which I tried to fit here, but they are apparently a little bit too big, but it doesn't matter because trees. I also placed these stones with fountain tiles here along the road, inspired by Finnish saunas, because I think they look cool like this. Along the road where originally the bushes were, I placed these sorts of gazeboos with little benches and tables and fire hazards inside. Hello Minnie, please let me talk to you later. And if you go along the way to the left, there is a little fishing area where you can sit down and fish and cook the fish what you caught, because it's very cozy and fishing is very calming, I believe. I added this rocky stuff here so that this could be a little trail that leads to this bridge. And on this side there is another rocky trail with ferns and everything that leads to this druid area, which we covered 2 episodes ago. If you're curious how this one is built, then check out that video as well. Now back to the main road. So if you go along the main road, I placed these torches or fire thingies as light sources, these benches and plants and these rocky installations for decor, and these are all repeats, so repetition is part of the decor now. See, I'm learning. Also along the way there are these fruit trees, and all the fruit bearing trees and bushes can be found in this area. To the right there are the more yellowish like banana, coconut, this coffee or cocoa, I can't, oh, cocoa, and the lemons over there. And to the left there are the reddish pinkish trees like the apple and cherries. I know I have mentioned it already, but I cannot have enough of this river building kit, and I placed some reeds and other stuff on the top like these glowing water lilies And I think these give a little bit more life to it, so that now there are a little bit more water plants on the water surface and in the water. And I place this same bench and plant arrangement around this area, along with these, I don't know what to call these, maybe fountain rocks or something. I could imagine these being part of a big rocky garden. That would be amazing actually. And this is my absolute favorite part, this big tree in the middle with the river kit around it, which represent a lake for me. Oh, an egg. Hello, Eggy. Please come to me. Thank you. Also to this side there is the third cluster of bushes and there is a third gazebo. So I use the same arrangement for the bushes around every gazebo. See? Repetition again. I'm learning. Repetition is part of my decor, and this has the same arrangement, and I use path as decor. I'm learning again. So I use this little stony path square, or what to call it? Stony path place under the gazebo, so that this would lift the spirits a little bit. I think it is good under it. And here are the last set of bushes. So technically, originally, this was my tiny little orchard, which was sad, and I started to like it less and less the more I looked at it. And now I have a big orchard as part of a big park over here. And that is the fourth dragon fruit, or I always forget what the name is, the dragon fruit tree. I wanted to give this one a better place with more decor, but this is so big that I couldn't really arrange anything else around it except for a couple of rocks and bushes, or just one rock and one bush technically. And I didn't know why the root of this tree is so big, and only after I have finished the build my girlfriend told me that this is actually a bench and you can sit on it. I didn't know that. Did you know that? I did not. But this is great that you can sit in the shade of this beautiful tree. I really like this tree. In the evening this area looks like this. Oh, hello Eric. Are you enjoying yourself here in this little gazebo? I hope so. I did not know that these fruits glow actually. Mushu, what are you doing? Please stop the fire here. This is a tree. It can catch fire. Please stop it. Thank you. There is a fireplace there. Please use that one. Thank you for your cooperation. And these glowing fruits match the vibes of the glowing lily pads very well, I think. So an accidental success, that purpley, pinky, reddy glowing stuff and purpley, pinky glowing stuff together. Color theory! I'm learning! To be honest, this was my longest build, and I think this is my most elaborate one, and I'm pretty proud of this one because I think this turned out very well. I rarely say it, but I think this is pretty cool, and I hit Goofy's stall there because it wasn't really matching the vibe and I didn't want to be in the front of the eyes, but I think it's okay-ish over here. And I was also considering giving more plants because this is a park after all, but most of the plants I found had pots and I didn't really like the idea of placing plants with pots over here, even though I have tried a couple of those. What I would have done more probably are bushes, but these are blocking objects. I always spend a ridiculous amount of time designing every build so that every area would be accessible from at least one direction, so that if anything spawns there I would be able to fetch it very easily. That's a long job! A very engineering, but a long job. So this is it. This is my build, and let's see what my girlfriend has made. Let's see what we have here. A theme park. That's a park, that's true. Shall I buy a ticket? Hello! Can I buy a ticket? Please, Mr. Light Creature, let me buy a ticket. Ooh, and I can buy popcorn. I haven't seen this fountain before. This is very funny. Yeah, this is another use of... I really like this one. Can I get this one? I already have Alice in Wonderland unlocked. Will I unlock this one, or is it some premium shop stuff? This is really cool. Is this also Alice in Wonderland? Probably it is. Or is it the Beauty and the Beast? Probably Alice in Wonderland. These lampposts are very funny. I still love these ones. I've seen these on your floating island. You have this? Can I go? Can I have a go? No. Yeah, this is a totally different approach of a park compared to what I have done, but this is really cool. I actually would have some fun here in this little theme park, which could be... I could imagine this in a little town or next to a village or something. based on its size. Oh, and there are games here. Are those cookies and candies and cakes, or is this a let's throw Mickey's head with a ball game? I wish I could have a go actually, because this seems to be fun. Oh, a little Eve! Where did you get this one? I want this one. This is so cute. A little robot. I want this. Oh, and there are your shops. The big ones. I think those are very well placed, since there is a big open area in front of them, and every single shop is very easy to access from here. I didn't think about this approach when I made my downtown area. Actually, for these ones, in my case, the only approach I could think about was the downtown area, because for me that was the only logical way to place this, but this is also very cool and very functional. Oh, an Aladdin stall. I have opened the Aladdin RAM. I hope that I can have this. I probably already have this one. Really cool. What are these things? What are these? They play music, but I have no idea what these little towers are. But at least here is Dumbo, in this carousel of sorts. I've seen Dumbo when I was a little child, but I don't remember anything from that movie. The only thing I can remember is that he could fly. These snake statues are very cool. I know that this is the main attraction in the middle, the Aladdin carousel, but these snake statues, these are my favorites so far. And the Eve statuette, but these snakes are just really cool. I love these. Yeah, actually you arranged this park in a way that I actually would come here and I would have fun here. I'm sure about that. Since when do all these characters and all these stories like the Inside Out, Mickey Mouse, Aladdin and Dumbo have amusement park items? Was this a starter for something? Oh, this has a name which I didn't notice. The Curious Labyrinth. Nice. Okay, I've got the hint that I should find all these little figurines. So I have a Moana right now. Here is an Anna. Where did you get these? Oh, a little Swan Lake. See, I'm terrible at paying attention to stuff, and when the first time I was here I didn't realize that there is a little Swan Lake here with these swan boats. And these are just the best match for this little pond here. Okay. We have Wall-E. I have this one. This is, I think, the only one I have. And I had to realize that I don't have Wall-E. Where I have seen Wall-E was your storage room in one of the previous episodes. Okay, there is Eve. I've already found Eve. There is Olaf. There is Ursula. There is the fairy godmother. Rafiki. I have found Rafiki. There is Pumbaa. See, I'm very bad at paying attention at stuff. I passed by Pumbaa, I think 4 or 5 times already. Oh, there's a little boat. Yeah, I want to have these. I would make such a pirate battle with these if I would have many of these. I want to have these. And here is Elsa. Oh, and there is another statuette, which... Okay, so the hair looks like that it's made of buns. This must be Rapunzel. Every area is accessible. I'm not closed out from anywhere, and this actually looks like that this could be a functioning little amusement park. So I approve from engineering point of view and from aesthetic point of view as well, even though I'm not authorized to approve anything from aesthetics point of view, but from engineering point of view, it's approved. Why do I talk so much? Oh! The last one, probably the last one. Here is Christoph. Did I find them all? Did I find them all? Probably this was the last one. At least I hope so, because I have no idea where to look anymore. Fantastic work, as usual. As fantastic as the fact that Minnie wears blue clothes in this fountain and not red as she does usually. Today we learned that just by saying park, you don't actually give a tight definition, but the results can be amazing regardless. Oh look, a subscribe button just appeared. It's very shy. Quick, click on it before it runs away. It's a very rare find. And as always, the next story episode drops on Saturday and the next Dreamlight Decor duel comes next Wednesday. See you there.